Welcome to today's news and Warcraft, and we're eating right now to get the food buff. We're going to be running around here, getting rid of mobs and mining for iron or hopefully. I just saw somebody make a bunch of iron bars, so I think I have been beaten to it. So, we're going to go around to the edges today, and yeah, my word, I cannot get up here today. Now, and we're going to lazy paladin it. So, one mob at a time, we're real gentle, okay? Now, because elections have consequences, and we're going to go over some of these. His dream, and he has said it multiple times, eliminating the Department of Education. Guess what? That covers special education, so your child is going to be underfunded now because they're not going to replace things. They're not going to fold things out, okay? They're not going to fold things into other programs. No, they're just going to get rid of it and then say they won and they've owned a live, okay? So if you have a child in special education, guess what? Your vote had consequences. It also deals with educational issues surrounding Title IX. So, so now it doesn't, so with that eliminated, your daughter doesn't have to have opportunities because there's no one there to police it. Your vote had consequences for your daughter. Now, here's some more. Mike Huckabee is supposed to be the ambassador to Israel. That's supposed to be the pick. And he is here's the quote. Quote, there's really no such thing as a Palestinian. Guess what? If you voted against Harris because of the fact that she was trying to say stop all this, and we have to acknowledge the fact that Israel exists. If you voted against her because of that kind of thing, guess what you just did? Your vote has consequences. Okay, Special Counsel Jack Smith. No, I'm going to come back to that one in a minute, okay? Now, we have even more wonderful picks, okay? There's going to be a new Department of Government Efficiency that's just going to be created by a wave of a magic wand, which is not how government works. I'm hoping you understand at least that much, that it would take an act of Congress to do that, it's weird. There's Trump appointing Pete Hegseth, a Fox News anchor, to be the Secretary of Defense, because hosting Fox and Friends is just like running the biggest the biggest, meanest military in the world, right? Woo. Now, we have Kristi Noem of South Dakota, who is being picked for the Secretary of Homeland Security. She has no experience in doing this either. But I can tell you what Pete Hegseth will be told to do. He's a reporter. What do reporters do? Investigate. The conspiracy senses should be tingling right now, aren't they? So here's what the conspiracy is, and hopefully it is not a conspiracy fact. He will investigate loyalties or things like that. things that Donald Trump will instantly fire you over, okay? That's what I'm thinking. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We've got, where are we here? John Radcliffe, who wants to weaponize intelligence and he wants to. He's been accused of it. He's been accused of it. Let me put it that way. He's faced previous accusations of, quote, weaponizing intelligence to boost Trump's political prospects. He's been tapped in at the CIA. Let's multi-tank here. I'm going to get them both anyway. Now when I get over there to the wall, I'm just going to run around the wall to make sure that because that tends to be where things like horrors lie. Yeah, includes me in your webs all you want. And now Marco Rubio is being tapped to be Secretary of State. No, it does not show there are adults in the room. Here's what that means. He has become a Russia denier, meaning it is basically a quote-unquote special military operation, or whatever you want to call it, whatever it decides to be today. That's what he's become in order to please one man. Your vote has consequences. Now, other news. And here we go. I'm going to start with this one here. There is a pregnant woman in Kentucky suing for her right to end it. Okay, let's just say it that way, because I'm not sure how charged of a word that is to the YouTube censors. Okay, that's all there is. It's not me being a horrible person. It's just me saying that this is a possibility, that it is a bleeped word on YouTube, and I need to come up with a substitute. It claims her right to privacy and her right to self-determination, which any sane person would understand that idea. And people do have a right to privacy, and people do have a right to what goes on with their body, okay? And we already had things in place, but Kentucky has the total ban, near total ban, as they call it. Ask that state laws be struck down. But I hate to tell you this, but if you voted for him, your vote could lead to a national ban like this. And she's not going to win. I hate to tell you this, but I don't think she's going to win this case. Because your vote has consequences. It's now your body, his choice. How nice, isn't it? My last article of the day, and then I'm going to turn off my mic to play some Warcraft for a little while, which means I can go and multi-tank a bit. I don't think I'm going to find any iron ore this way, am I? Where is my seal? It vanished. It dropped, probably, didn't it? It dropped. Silly thing. Special counsel Jack Smith is looking at stepping down before Trump takes office, and he's discussing how to end the prosecutions, because all Donald Trump is going to do is pardon himself. And yes, he will do that. And yes, it will create a legal quagmire. And yes, the Supreme Court is going to rule in his favor, because they already did. It's a function of the presidency, and there is no question at all about it now. Your vote has consequences. Actually, no, I do have one other thing. There's still $6 billion in Ukraine aid. So if you're pro-Ukraine and you voted for Donald Trump, it ain't coming no more. Your vote has consequences. And President Biden is going to have to release that. And here's how that release happens, by the way. The U.S. approves X amount of aid, right? And it is spent here, and we get the new stuff. We then say, okay, this stuff is now surplus. Not the new stuff, I mean, but the old stuff that is being replaced by the new stuff. Let me stress that again and again and again and again and again. This is old stuff that got replaced by the new stuff. It's just like when your company surpluses a computer. Okay? It's just like that. A new one got bought, the old one's not needed. It's called surplus and done. That's what goes to Ukraine. It is the old stuff that the business has surplus. But your vote has consequences. There is the tariffs coming. There's a whole lot I have to discuss, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to make every single thing the last thing, okay? But you don't understand how tariff works, so let me explain to you how tariff works, okay? Something comes in from China, okay, which will have, let's say a 100% tariff, okay? So its price doubles. China, the company is not going to pay that. They're not going to do that. It's like jacking up your sales tax to let's just say to 6%. You have to, you have to make it. It becomes a separate charge. Any tax is a separate charge. Okay. So what happens here? Let's just say we have a 100% tariff on everything coming in. All right, including coffee, because we don't grow coffee. Okay, sorry, we don't. You're going to pay a bunch more for your coffee. Your vote has consequences. Now, so when it comes to the border, there is an import company that brings it in. Okay, it's not China. It's not insert place here. Okay, it is the import company. All right, they pay a tax. They pay the tariff, which is a tax. And it used to be how our government was fully funded, actually, for a really long time, was just on tariffs, believe it or not. But it gets hit there, okay? That company, the import company, is not just going to sit there and take a hosing, okay? It's going to roll that down, trickle it down to the total price. The total price is what you pay in the store. That's all you've done was raise the price of your coffee. Your vote has consequences. Now, with that all out of the way, I'm going to stop being all preachy to you, and I'm going to take off this microphone and enjoy a little bit of Warcraft. I'll come back on to sign off. So if you hear my voice again, I'm signing off.